Okay, Fire Emblem 1. Pick my unit playthrough. Start here. Okay, I'm not good at talking, but I'll do my best. Well, I guess I'll start talking with the obvious. I'll explain what the whole thing is about here. I've been chosen, well, somebody's chosen. I've been chosen 15 units by everyone else who decides to be sadistic enough to give me some piece of crap like what I've been given here, but no, the thing is, I've been given 15 units, and I use those units plus Marth through the entire game, nobody else. Which is why I'm using, well, which is why I'm giving Cain and Abel's equipment to everyone else at the moment. Nothing left on them. Well, I should ask, if there's anything that I should know that's coming up and isn't exactly obvious, could you tell me about that? Because that would, I don't want to miss anything, or like not know anything that's kind of important or would be very useful. For example, there's the Star Orb. The Star Orbs in this game, according to Serenus Forest, it stops weapon uses from going down, but in other games apparently it increases growth rates by 30%. Like, I don't know if it does that too in this game, so if someone could tell me if it does that, then that'd be good. Turning animations off because they're really slow. Like, they're really slow. Yeah, so for this chapter I have Marth, Shiida, Jeigan, and Doga. Well, the Marth and Shiida can't really take very many hits at this point, dying about 2 or 3 rounds or something, like 3 or 4 maybe, something like that. Jeigan and Doga, however, can take quite a lot of hits and weaken the pirate enemies very, very well, and I think they won round the hunter enemy just there. They all have 0 attack speed, except possibly for the hunter. I actually forgot to check that, but all the pirates do have 0 attack speed, which means that Doga, who has 3 speed, with an iron sword, will double every enemy on the map, possibly excluding the hunter, which is pretty funny. Of course, he takes less damage than Jeigan, and also does more damage than him, so for the first map of the game, he is actually better than the Jeigan unit, which is... well, yeah, that's a bit weird. Well, yeah. He will probably get better than Jeigan in the future when Jeigan starts falling behind, because of Doga can take more hits, I guess. I mean, since he will be doubled in the future, it won't take him long to start getting doubled, because with an iron sword he only has 1 attack speed. I should probably explain attack speed in this game for those people who might not understand what's going on. The attack speed formula is equal to speed minus weapon weight. There's no constitution or anything, just think like everyone has 0 con. That's pretty much what's going on. That's how the pirates have 0 attack speed, but their speed is like something like around 6 or 7, and they use axes. They're just regular axes. It doesn't say, there's no iron axe or anything, just axe. I think that has like 7 weight, so they lose all their speed from having Axe equipped, which is, I suppose, part of the reason why Axe users is really bad in this game, and somebody's giving me Bast, so... Barts in this game. But, yeah. So I'm gonna have to do something with him, probably revolving around stat boosters, giving him speed wings or something. But I do have a lot of units that need stat boosters, which is a problem. If there's any consolation, there is a chapter 20, I think. There's a secret shop which sells them, and if you have the silver card, I don't think they're actually very expensive at all. So you can just splurge on stat boosters, and in the end, you'll be able to use pretty much whoever you like, and hopefully that's enough to last through the whole game. Oh, enough to get everyone to with some level of competence, because I do have a lot of units who aren't very competent. So yeah, as you can see there, Doga doubles the pirates and leaves them with like 2 health, which makes them really good for Marth and Shiida to pick off for kill experience. Yeah, how much? 24, yeah. Depending on the answer I get about star sphere and growths, I might not the star orb, star sphere, or whatever. Depending on the answer I get about that, I might be a little bit more conservative with giving Marth experience, so I can, like, I don't know, if you do get plus 30% growths, everything from it, then I might leave Marth a few levels behind and have him go crazy with the Miracle Sword later on, and have him max just about everything or something. But I think you do need quite a good unit to be able to be Garnath, and I think Falchion is the only weapon that's effective against him, so... There might be others, maybe the Divine Dragonstone or something, but whatever. I don't have Chicky on my team, so I'm gonna have to use Marth. And maybe whoever else. Yeah, one-rounded the Hunter there with Jeigan. Should probably avoid giving Jeigan kills when I could feasibly give it to somebody else, because really Jeigan has no growths. He has no growths. There is no point in giving him any experience. He is an experience sink. Like Seth, Marcus, those people who everyone accuses of stealing experience, like they have good, decent, maybe not decent growths. Seth has good growths. I mean, his growths are better than Francis' growths, for God's sake, but I'm pretty sure they are. Marcus's are good enough. But Jeigan has no growths. I mean, his highest growth is like 10%. His total growths are 40%. He doesn't... There is really... any experience given to him is wasted. A star sphere that boosts growths excluded. Even then I probably wouldn't give it to him, because I've got to just give him stat boosters later on. Stat boosters in this game are really potent. I think, like... Speed Wing gives... how much speed? 3? Was it way more than that? I don't know. Energy Ring gives like 4 strength. Secret Book 7 skill or something. I know the Talisman gives 7 resistance. Of course, everyone's resistance in this game is 0, and the cap is 7. Nobody has any resistance growth. The only unit who has resistance that you can recruit is Gato, who has a base resistance of 7. So it starts capped. And you can use a talisman to cap a unit's magic resistance. I mean, there's no magic stat in this game. It's strength. Even on magic units, it's strength. So they really have no use for strength, which means all their damage comes from the might of tomes. Yeah, It's kind of like every spell is lunar. Just every tome is lunar. So stuff like fire isn't very good because it has like 5 might. It's really bad. But I do have, I think, both Marek and Linda, so I'm going to have to deal with that because Blizzard and Excalibur. Well, Excalibur is Marek only, and I don't know. Well, I don't know. Linda can probably use Blizzard, but please leave it on Marek anyway. Here we go. She's leveled up. Sheida's leveled up. She's gained skill, weapon level, speed, luck, and max HP, which is basically all her stats except for strength and defense, and of course resistance, which will never grow. So I'll stop mentioning that in the context of leveling up. I've forgotten what I was talking about before, so I'll just talk about the units I have. I'll start with Shiida since I was talking about her a second ago. Shiida, well, the thing about her is that she has really good everything except for HP, strength, and defense, which is a problem because those are very important stats. I mean, she does have good speed, which helps her double pretty much everything, even with a heavy weapon like the Silver Lance, which you can use from the start because of her weapon level stat. You don't have weapon levels as we're used to. It's a stat that you can grow, and so well, the weapon level required for a particular weapon is, I think it's hidden in this game, but the Silver Lance, which Jeigan starts with, which I then gave to Shiida on turn 1 or something, it requires a weapon level of 7, and Shiida's base weapon level is 7, so she can use that from base, but there's not really much reason to, because that stops it from doubling, and also since Avoid is equal to attack speed, it also decreases her Avoid. And yeah, Avoid is equal to attack speed. Nobody gets very dodgy in this game, I assume. I mean, I could even Shiida with max speed, which will happen quickly because of a really high base and growth. Which the cap to everything in this game is 20, except for max HP, which is 52. So her max speed is 20, and once she'll get to 20 pretty quickly. 20 with an iron sword, which weighs 2. She'll have 18 attack speed, so 18 avoid, which really isn't very high. But hit is pretty low in this game too compared to others, so I guess it balances out a little bit. The thing that really screws Shiida over, which is pretty funny about that 18, even with 18 avoid, other units can probably match up with terrain bonuses, which she doesn't get because she's a flying unit. It's stupid. But she does get her 18 avoid wherever. But so does everyone else. Everyone else gets their however much avoid whenever as well, so it's kind of stupid really. Which leaves Shiida, the point is Sheida's not very durable, especially before promotion. She has really bad strength and defense growths, and her bases aren't that hot either. 3 strength, 16 HP and 5 defense or something. It's not getting her very far. Oh, here's the victory music for, yeah, FE1 victory music. I like this one. I like the victory music a lot in Fire Emblems. My favourite is the one from 9, which only played in the prologue. I don't know why. It makes to this day it mystifies me. I have no idea why. It was a good track too. But anyway, never mind that. Shiida. yeah, Shiida, her I'm going to promote her as soon as possible, because even we're promoted at level 10, most of her stats need no help, and promotion gains, well, she needs to promote as quickly as possible to get the boost to her strength and defense, and whether I do it sooner or later, there's going to be no difference in what she ends up with level 1 as a Dragon Knight, because of how promotion gains work in this game. Basically, if a stat is lower than the base stat of the promoted class, then it will go up to that number. If it's higher, there's no change, so most of Sheida's stats won't change at all. Her HP, attack and strength and defense will skyrocket though. I believe her the Dragon Knight base strength is 9. The HP is like, I don't know what the HP base is. Defense is 11. So at level 10, Sheida's gonna have like 5 strength and 7 defense, and so, or something like that. I might have gotten strength and defense mixed up somewhere, but the point is, promote her as soon as possible, because even at level 20, she's not going to have higher. She's not even going to get to her promoted bases of strength and defense, because her growths are just that bad. So you have to promote her as soon as possible to increase her damage output and durability, which is really falling behind. So, the only bosses left. I've spent all this time talking about Shiida and the game mechanics. I should probably... Well, I might talk a little bit more about one of the other units. Well, my other units in the next chapter. At this rate I'll never get through them all, but I do only have 16, so I should be able to do it, even if some units have to wait a few chapters after recruitment just for me to get some words in about them. So I won't try talking about any other of my units just yet. Yeah. I'm not really sure what to do with the boss here. This is me forgetting that javelins exist. I'm way too experienced from that. Doubles, but she misses. Just now I should remember around about now that javelins exist, and I should use them. Yes, I'm remembering around about now, I think. No, I don't remember this turn. Not the best at Fire Emblem, I guess. Yeah, at the start of the chapter I bought javelins and iron swords mostly. Iron swords because they're light and really good for doubling, I guess, especially early on. I don't know, maybe you'll get bigger speed gaps later on. So it's kind of safe to use more heavy weapons that are stronger or something, but I don't expect Marth to be using anything except their iron sword and the rapier. Especially since I might not level him too much before the Star Orb comes along. And here we go, I finally remembered that javelins exist. The boss actually would be able to double. Well, no, the boss would not be... Sorry, let me start that again. Doga with an iron sword would be able to double. What is my problem? Doga with an iron sword would not be able to double the boss if he were using a regular axe, but this boss uses a steel axe, which weighs him down even more. So instead of having 1 attack speed like he would, he has 0 like everybody else. It's dumb. And Marth can get some experience or something. Yeah, but Doga with the javelin, which weighs like 6 or something, puts his attack speed down to 0 as well, so Doga will start being doubled very quickly, and I'm only hoping his defense is going to be enough to stop him from dying too quickly. Of course, if you get doubled, It's really not good for survival. And here we go, Shiida kills a boss here. Well, I should probably sign off now. Shiida levels up on the boss here. She gains skill, weapon level and max HP, so she misses speed, but that's okay. Marth seizes now. I'll see you guys in the next chapter. Hopefully it won't take 20 minutes. Oh yeah, just there I was mystified as to what Idorioka meant. And I remembered it just meant movement, which is a strange place to put it, but there you go. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about movement in this game next time maybe. Because it's a bit like Every 10 hard mode, but anyway. Save state. And see you guys later.